Are you there or thereabouts? Well, if you're here, you've clicked on the right stream. And you definitely have clicked on the right stream. I know it's not Josh Ring, but you have clicked on the right stream. If you don't know me, my name is Sam Redgate-Large, and I will be your host for tonight. For those who are over on my channel, you know who I am. You know who I am. And welcome to tonight's stream. I will be hosting this stream for tonight. Let us know your score predictions for Inter Milan and Juventus. Two Clash of the Titans here, isn't it? Real big Clash of the Titans. We have so many good players on show tonight. Last season, let's think about last season. It was Inter Milan, Juventus gunning for the title. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And tonight, it's a bit of a different setup, isn't it? It is a bit of a different setup. We're not used to seeing Juventus quite so far down the table. We saw them on my channel last time out against Roma, come away with a 1-0 win. What will they do tonight? Let us know, guys. Get in the chat. Who's there and who is talking? And let us know what you think to tonight's game. So, what can we start off with? Well, I guess we start off, don't we? We start off with the two teams for tonight. Good evening to everyone. I can see Fraser in the chat, Shah in the chat. I can see Oliver in the chat as well. Good evening to you all talking about Manchester United. What a big night that is for Manchester United. Phenomenal stuff by Liverpool. Phenomenal stuff. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Inter Milan and Juventus. So, Inter Milan and Juventus. Let me find it on here for us, guys. And then we'll have a look through the teams. And Roma and Napoli was a 0-0 draw tonight. So that does mean points to be made up for Inter Milan. I will show you the table in a little while so you can see exactly what I mean by points to be made up for Inter Milan, well, and Juventus, of course, for both of them. So here we are. These are the two lineups for today. And if you are interested in watching, I would say stick and watch with me. But if you do want to watch it along with us as well, then it is live on BT Sport, as you can see on the left-hand side. But let's see how Inter Milan are lining up the home side for tonight at the San Siro, which, to be honest with you, I thought was getting demolished, but it must have been delayed because of COVID. But there we are. I thought I'd never be able to go and see it again. So maybe we'll all have to go before it's demolished, now that we've got plenty of time. But that aside, Samir Handanovic starts in goal with Milan Skriniar, Stefan De Vrij, and Alessandro Bastoni as the three at the back. A solid, very solid defence. We know the capabilities of De Vrij, of Skriniar, of Handanovic. We've seen these guys in the Champions League and in Serie performed at the top level. And of course, there's lots of defensive knowledge and experience back there. In right back, we have former Manchester United player, but he's glad he's not playing for United today, Matteo Darmian, with Nico Barella, Brozovic, oh my God, Kalangulu, whatever you want to call him, Kalanoglu, that's what you call him. That is what you call him. I had a mare with him in the Turkey games. Kalanoglu. I've said it, and I've said it relatively right, so let me off. Ivan Perisic starts in left wing. It does look like it's going to be a three at the back. I'm intrigued to see whether it will be at wing backs. I don't really trust Perisic as a wing back, but of course, I haven't seen that much of Inter Milan so far this season. Whether it ends up slotting as more of a four at the back, we'll have to wait and see. And then the two up front, we know all about these two front men, don't we? Lautaro Martinez and Edin Dzeko. Two phenomenal talents up front and going to score lots of goals. Dzeko has scored 7 goals in 11 games since joining from Roma. Incredible stuff. And considering how well Roma are still doing, it is mental how much of a gap you'd have thought that would have left. Speaking about a gap being left, we'll move on to Cristiano Ronaldo's former team, Juventus. Starting off in goal, we have the Polish legend, I guess we can say now. Wojciech Szczesny starts in goal with Danilo, Bonucci, Chiellini, and Alexandro. And can we just address like how well Manchester City did to swap, what was it, 30 million in Danilo for João Cancelo? What a bargain. That at the time looks like it wasn't much of a bargain, but right now, what a bargain that has turned out to be. But We know what the centre-back's about, don't we? We all know what those two are about, and we all hate them because, well, if we're English anyway, we all dislike them because they won, and they were part of the reason that Italy won the Euros. But we know what they're about. They're two very, very strong, confident, experienced defenders. Bit of a wall at the back, really. Bit of a wall. And then, again, I'm intrigued to see if this will be sort of a 3 across the midfield, whether it will end up being a 4 across the midfield. But Morata does return tonight. He didn't feature last time out against Roma. So it does look like it is going to be a 4 with Juan Cuadrado starting at right mid. Whether that'll end up being, I don't know. With Juan Cuadrado, he can play a right back as well. Manuel Locatelli and Weston McKennie are the two centre midfielders, with Federico Bernardeschi starting in that left wing role. Then Dejan Kulusevski and Alvaro Morata do start up top. My question is, will this be more of a 4-3-3 with Cuadrado maybe pushing into right wing? Or will it be more of a 5 at the back? There's potential for anything to happen here with this Juventus side. Very much anything could happen because of how easily movable the Juventus players are. Let's have a look as well at what this means for the table. And as I mentioned earlier, Napoli and Roma did draw, which does mean for Inter Milan, with a win tonight, they go 5 points behind their City rivals, their derby rivals, AC Milan, but also it puts them in touching distance as well of Napoli, who would have gone 7 points clear at the top in comparison to Inter, of course. And Juventus, of course, that is good for them, seeing the teams around them, Roma and Napoli, dropping points each. As we can see here, sat in 8th, 7th before football kicked off, and they could jump up to 3rd. So that wouldn't be too bad a start, considering I believe they lost to Empoli really, really early on in the season. And they've also lost as well, I believe, to Napoli. So it could end up being, by the end of tonight, it could look okay for Juventus, but that is a big but. Paulo Dybala is back as well on the bench tonight. I do believe I've just seen his name. There he is. Paulo Dybala is back, so that is a big, big positive. And there are the rest of the benches. And I've been told that his name is Matteo Di Scilio. I've been practicing. I have been practicing. So let's come back to you guys. What are your score predictions for tonight? What are your score predictions? Let's have a look through the chat then, ladies and gents. Let's have a look through the chat. And hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you enjoy me or if you enjoy this type of thing, number 1, come over to my channel. Or number 2 as well, make sure you subscribe to A View from the Stands as well. Make sure that you subscribe to both of us. Let's have a look through the chat. Let me scroll back up. You guys have been talking a lot. Much easier on my channel when there's less people on there. But let's have a look. Josh is on holiday. Where is Josh? He is on holiday. He is making the most of his time off as a teacher. So he has popped to on holiday. So there we are. And I reckon 3-1 Inter. So Callum's going with a big 3-1 win. Lovely to see you in the chat, Callum. And Erin says, hey, sorry can't stop for long, but wanted to pop along to say hey and enjoy. No worries, Erin. And let's have a look what else is. Shah's still talking. Shah and Fraser are talking about Manchester United. Hainesy's in the chat saying, nice one, Sam. Got an assignment to do, but good luck with the stream. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. And hi to Jice as well. And let's have a scroll down. Make sure, guys, if you haven't already, I've only seen Callum's score prediction for this evening. So if you haven't already, get your score predictions in, and I'll keep you up to date with everything going on in Inter and Juventus's game. And Jai says, big up, Sam. Hi. Yes. Thank you. And about to have some Italian food, ironically. Big up to you all. Sam had plastic surgery. Don't look like Josh. Exactly. Jice is going with 3-1. He is going with 3-1 to Juventus by the looks of things. J-Back's going 2-1 Juventus. Shah's going 3-0 Juventus. And Anand is going 1-0 to Inter. So very, very split. If you haven't already, guys, go on my channel. I've put a poll. So go and vote on there. And then I will discuss that in a little bit when we sort of get 5-10 minutes in and see what you guys think. Do you get who is the general consensus saying will win this match. The teams are just coming out. They are coming out onto the pitch, and we will be underway in a short while, just getting prepared. So, I mean, I guess whilst I've got this minute, I do need to talk about Liverpool. I need to talk about Mo Salah, and I need to talk about Manchester United. What a day. What a day. Honestly, I'm gutted that I missed that stream because it was a fantastic, fantastic game from the second half. I saw United in shambles. What is going to happen? What is going to happen for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Surely that can't be far away. Surely the owners and people and the board are going to be looking at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the amount of fans that left around the 65th minute, and they can't be happy with that. They cannot be happy with that. Don't chat BS about about them. Yes, exactly. AVFTS chat. I wish I could get it out. Must roll off the tongue a bit easier for Josh, that one. Mo Salah says, Jice, exactly. What a performance it's been the last few weeks. No, it was nearly as good as Mason Mount's performance yesterday, Jice, but not quite as good as Mason Mount's performance. And talking of good players, let's talk about a few key players for Inter Milan and Juventus. We've already spoken briefly about Paulo Dybala, but he won't be playing tonight. But we do have Alvaro Morata returning as well. Morata, what can we make of him? What can we make of his performances? He's very, very much like Timo Werner, and not just because he couldn't really score goals at Chelsea, but because they seem to have that ability to dribble and create opportunities, but then not able to finish it as well. And Anan's captain Salah. Oh, God. Some people are so lucky. Some people are so lucky. And then you look in the Juventus team as well, and the player that, you sort of need to look at, Chiellini, Bonucci, look in the Inter Milan team, Edin Dzeko, what a professional he is. What a professional he is. What a man. An absolute monster of a man, Edin Dzeko. I wouldn't want to come up against him, but he will have met his match tonight. Edin Dzeko, he will have met his match tonight. So, guys, just before we get into this, if you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe on both streams, if possible. Obviously, if you only want to do it to one, that is absolutely fine, but that would be absolutely fine. And as you can see in the top left, right for you guys, left for me. That is my subscriber goal. Hopefully we can push towards that and get ourselves up there. And hopefully we'll be getting underway in a moment. We've just had the captains come over, just having the referee photo, and then we should be underway. And we've got the VAR officials. We've got everything tonight. We've got absolutely everything. And plenty of FPL talk at the moment. Plenty of FPL talk at the moment. It is a hot topic, isn't it? Especially with Mo Salah doing so well. Obviously, Mason Mount getting himself a hat-trick as well. Josh King got himself a hat-trick. I think there's been 3 hat-tricks this weekend, if I am not mistaken. 3 hat-tricks this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So, plenty of points available. It's just whether you got them. BT Sport have gone with a 4-4-2 for Juventus. So whilst my scepticism said it might be a 4-3-3, it does look like it's going to be a 4-4-2 to start off with. Allegri has gone with the 4-4-2. And last time it was interesting to see, though, Cuadrado pushing really, really far up the pitch for Juventus in terms of when they were playing Roma. And there we are. Inzaghi as well on the bench, and Massimiliano Allegri. Come on, BT, let's get this game underway. And let's get the football started and enjoy ourselves, because I'm gutted I missed that. I'm gutted I didn't stream that game earlier. It would have been a fantastic game, Liverpool versus Manchester United, but who cares? Morata is just about to get us underway, and he does here at the San Siro, and Chiellini rolls the ball into Bonucci. Bonucci, plenty of room there, looks forward, looking into the feet of Kulusevski. But that is an intriguing thing about the way Juventus play from kickoffs. They go very, very direct. We saw it against Chelsea. We saw it last week against Roma. Them do very, very much the same thing. Just going dead straight forward, making the most of the opportunity that they have to have the ball. And that is an early foul given away there by Bernardeschi on Matteo Darmian. Bit of a light one there. Bit of a light one. What do we think to Matteo Darmian's long hair? I'm not quite sure on that one, ladies and gents. Not sure. Not sure on that one. I don't think it quite suits him. Maybe he's not had his haircut post-lockdown. I guess we'll let him off. I guess we'll let him off. A lot of people have had dodgy haircuts over the last year, so I'm sure we can let him off. Skriniar into Barella. Barella with a bit of room to move here. Goes into the feet of Dzeko. Poor touch by Dzeko. Still might fall for Darmian, but well defended there by Alexandro. And Alexandro hoofs the ball clear. Lovely flick, though, from Morata to try and unlock and free Kulusevski. But good defensive play by Brozovic to get himself back in the way. Very, very even start to the game. No team that's really sort of dictating the play. Inter now getting themselves on the ball, but Juventus had it in the first sort of 30 seconds. Forza Juve, says Wraith Rovers. Absolutely. Whoever you are supporting, obviously tonight it is Juve for Wraith. So appreciate you being in. And hopefully this is a good game. I'm hoping for some goals, considering I missed the 5 goals earlier. Oh, my screen's just updated for some reason. Skriniar, poor pass though. Couldn't make a 2-yard pass there, Skriniar, to find Darmian, and it has gone out of play. And easily retained possession there for Juventus. A little bit sloppy in the early stages for Skriniar. Maybe just needs to turn his head on. Maybe just needs to switch his head on. Here's Alexandro. Sandro into Morata. Morata closed quickly by Skriniar. Brozovic, is he able to get away? No, Morata wins it back. Morata goes down, though, looking for the foul there. And the referees absolutely having none of it. Absolutely having none of it there. And Inter are able to regain possession very, very quickly. Very quickly. Why would you want to look strange? Wow, that was rude. That was unnecessarily rude. Wow. Here's Skriniar. Skriniar into the feet of Matteo Darmian. Darmian finds Dzeko. Martinez is in room if he can find him. Goes instead to Calhanoglu. Calhanoglu goes wider to Perisic. Perisic against Cuadrado. Perisic looks to whip it in. Easily defended by Bonucci at the front post. Comes back out again, though, and Bastoni's hit the line, and he's got it whipped in towards Perisic and defended nicely by Chiellini there. A lovely, lovely header, read that well, and it has gone out for a Inter Milan corner. Interestingly, we've just seen on the bench, Chiesa on the bench. Totally forgot about that. Chiesa is on the bench for tonight, and he is a fantastic, phenomenal footballer, Chiesa. A phenomenal footballer. Let's have a look what you guys have been saying in terms of the poll so far. If you haven't already voted, make sure to get your oh my gosh. From that corner, good header by Skriniar, just a couple of yards wide. Make sure you have voted in the poll if you haven't already. I can see 16 people have voted so far. And so far, it's neck and neck for 25% of you, both saying that Juventus, that Inter and Juventus are even to win. And if you could, I would greatly appreciate you dropping a like and subscribing to my channel as well. If you haven't already, of course, if you haven't already. Cuadrado, lovely nick there by Calhanoglu. I have to keep remembering how to say his name because it is a difficult one to pronounce. Danilo has to come back, though, with the throw-in. Am I right in saying that Calhanoglu used to play for AC Milan as well? Am I right in saying that because he's made the transition across Milan? I feel like I'm right in saying that. And I feel like that's a little bit of a strange transfer. Barella being hounded here by the Juventus defenders, but manages to retain the ball and go back to Darmian. Bastoni has to come across again to De Vrij. De Vrij back to Skriniar. Possession dominated so far. First 5 minutes has been dominated by Inter Milan. Been really, really dominated so far. And Josh Wilco's on Twitch as well. So if you haven't, go and follow me on Twitch as well. That would be brilliant. Barella, lovely Ronaldo chop. Barella rolls it into Calhanoglu, back into Barella, back into Dzeko. Is this the opportunity? Oh, poor pullback from Edin Dzeko there. A very, very poor pullback from Edin Dzeko. And the ball unfortunately, is easily defended by the Juventus defenders. But Barella from the following throw-in. Is he won a foul there? Has he won a foul? Kulusevski's nicked it, though, apparently. And off Kulusevski goes, driving it into Milan. Here's Locatelli. Locatelli switches it to... Ooh, I can't even tell who that is. I think it's Cuadrado. Sorry, Weston McKennie even. Oh, out to Cuadrado. There's Cuadrado. Against Ivan Perisic. Perisic has given away a foul, though. Perisic has given away a foul about halfway inside of the Inter Milan half there. He has given a foul away. Given a foul away. And bit of a dangerous position, actually. Bit of a dangerous position. It looks like it's going to be whipped in deep. Brain says, I'm done with football today after Spurs got done by West Ham watching the F1. Fair enough, Brain. I cannot blame you. I cannot blame you. Being the smallest club in London must be difficult. Must be difficult. Cuadrado whips the ball in. Looking for Bonucci. Falls out there. Might fall to Morata. Morata! Oh, good save. Is it in? No, it's not. It's rebounding around. And it has been eventually claimed by Handanovic. Alexandro is claiming and begging that there was a foul in there. And let's just watch that again. It falls out to Morata. Morata, pause, dodgy save by Handanovic first of all. It comes back out to Alexandro. Alexandro's like pulled to the ground. And it is eventually gathered by Samir Handanovic. And Wraith says, new subscriber, even better. Thank you, Wraith. And interesting game to be streaming today. Been a good weekend for football. I know, Jake, I'm gutted. I missed the Man United-Liverpool game. But that's a story I need to tell you, Jake. That is a story I need to tell you. Oh, God. It is an interesting game to be streaming, Jake, but... it's a good game, and hopefully it should be a really good game. Like I said at the beginning, these two teams were the two firing for the title last time out, and now they've had to make a few changes, haven't they? Especially into Milan, they had a few money problems, sold Hakimi, sold Romelu Lukaku, of course, and Juventus have sold the biggest map, haven't they? The biggest man in football, Cristiano Ronaldo, the stature of that man. Here is Skriniar into Darmian. Lovely ball around the corner there. Into Calhanoglu. Darmian, tries to find Dzeko, but very well read by Weston McKennie. But Bernardeschi's given the ball away again. Lautaro Martinez can't do anything with it, though. And Juan Cuadrado can switch the ball and find Alvaro Morata. Morata has room to drive here. He's got Kulusevski in front of him. Instead goes to Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi tries to find Kulusevski and only succeeds in finding Brozovic, and he can play it back to Handanovic, and Handanovic clears. The moral of the story is that Man United got thrashed there. Be happy. Exactly. Evening to you, Max, as well. I was doing a Liverpool stream, but I may have, when I drove back to my house, I may have drove back using the wrong keys, and so I didn't have this house keys on it. I had my parents' house keys on it. Didn't go well. Doesn't go well for you. Does not go well for you. Not at all. Not at all. Nearly 10 minutes played here. Juventus are starting to grow into this a little bit now. It was first 5 minutes or so. Possession dominated by Inter, but is that a foul? Yes, it is a foul. Definitely. I thought it was Bastoni on Morata there at the halfway line. A little bit clumsy there. A little bit clumsy. He needs to be careful of them. He didn't want to give away a foul. Just caught his knee. Sebastian Dallas saying that Messi's still better than Ronaldo. Yet no surprises whatsoever there. Not surprised at all. And lol, Sam. Exactly. I know. Here's Cuadrado. He has to come back. He has to come back to Danilo, and Danilo switches it to Chiellini. Chiellini has a few men in front of him. One of them is Alexandro. He's picked out Alexandro, but Sandro's had to come back again. There is a blue and black wall in front of Juventus at the minute, and that's a dodgy pass from Chiellini. Brozovic will be under that and manages to recover the ball there, Chiellini, on the second ball from Brozovic's header. Weston McKennie finds Kulusevski with a bit of room, but he has been fouled there, Kulusevski, by Barella, and Barella is absolutely fuming with the decision there. He is absolutely fuming, Nico Barella. YouTube channel. Your grammar is poor. That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me. What does it say? No, I'm assuming it's in the description. The banner at the bottom. The banner at the bottom. Oh, new to the channel. That's been like that for weeks, Max, and you've only just pointed that out. Oh well, better late than never. Better late than never. There we are. There we are. And a bit of a, not really too promising a position. Very straight on this. He must be about 45 yards out here when they're going to be taking this free kick. It's going to take something to beat Handanovic. But plenty of room to get the ball up and over. It is Cuadrado who is over the ball here. And that's who the camera is focusing on. Looks like it's Juan Cuadrado range. It's instead gone to, that's an awful, awful shot. Don't ever try that again, Danilo. They tried to do like a little flick to roll it into Danilo instead, and that was awful. That was really awful. And Handanovic looked to play the goal kick quickly. Brain saying Ollie and Nunu. Nunu's from the telly, on the Teletubbies. Ollie and Nuno shaking in the ground. Exactly, they are. Skriniar, lovely switch there. Picks out Bastoni. Bastoni rolls it into Calhanoglu. But there is very, very solid defensive lineups from them both here. That's a dodgy touch as well. And you're going to have to do more there to get past Weston McKelly, Calhanoglu. But he's managed to find Ivan Perisic here. Perisic going up against Danilo. Perisic fakes the shoot again, comes back, looks to cross one in, looking for Dzeko, but goes over all the heads and cleared there by Bernardeschi. That was good play from Ivan Perisic on that left-hand side. Very, very good play from Ivan Perisic. Ball lofted forward for Bastoni there, looking for Perisic. Good touch inside. Oh, well defended. Well defended by Bonucci. Bonucci knows where he needs to be, doesn't he? And Locatelli might be able to get the ball out here. And he's looked long there. He's looked long and he's picked out a lovely ball to Bernardeschi on that left foot into claiming his offside. But Bernardeschi, he's going to try and claim a free kick there from Matteo Darmian. I think you've got to be doing a little bit more to win a free kick there. Let's have a look what the referee's given. Has he given that as a free kick? I am not having that. I am not having that. I think he's given that as a free kick. Callum says, you not Josh, who are you? I am Sam. I am Sam Redgate-Large. I will be your host for tonight. Josh is on holiday. So you've got me for tonight. Hopefully that makes up for it. So you get a little bit of content coming your way. And hopefully I can fulfill the role to the best of my ability. Of course, I could never replicate Josh. But if you haven't, Callum, if you want to go down and smash that like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you haven't already on Josh's channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And, of course, on my channel as well. Fun fact, Man United are 7th. Are you his bro? No, I'm not. I wish I was. That would be cool. But no, I'm not. I'm not Josh's bro. And we do just have Bernardeschi, who is down on the floor here. It is from that incident with Matteo Darmian. And to be honest with you, I think Bernardeschi, he's gone down so light there. He's gone down so light. It annoys me so much. He's acting as if he's like really hurt himself. And all Matteo Darmian did was he ran across. Matteo Darmian's gone like that and just grabbed his arm. And honestly, he's acting as if he's, I don't even know, like he's been shot. And I understand why people get frustrated with footballers, because they do go down after absolutely nothing, under no pressure at all. And here we go again. There's only one Sam Redgate-Large. Exactly, Active Aaron. Lovely to have you back, mate. Lovely to have you back. Let's have a look, ladies and gents. Can we get Bernardeschi back on his feet after that war wound that he just suffered there? Nedved in the crowd there. I genuinely don't know what he's complaining about here. Are they saying he's like dislocated his shoulder? The way he was holding his shoulder, he was like this. He was holding his shoulder like this. Really, really strange. Really strange. Link your channel and I'll sub, mate. Okay, Callum, I will grab it for you. It should be in the description of Josh's chat either way, but let me drop it for you. I can see we're on 415 subscribers for my channel, so that's absolutely fantastic, guys. Pushing towards that 430, which I so desire. Are you watching Italian football? Who is familiar with the old Roma manager? We are watching Italian football. Yes, we are watching Italian football. Lovely switch there from Bastoni to find Matteo Darmian. That's a link to my channel, by the way. Oof. Oh my gosh, what a strike. Oh, and that's followed in by Dzeko. Oh my gosh, it was such a good strike from Calhanoglu. It's hit the bar and Dzeko is jogging on the spot and has tapped it in. I don't know if Dzeko's offside there when he's tapped it in. It looks like they are convinced it's onside. And what a strike that was from about 25 yards from Calhanoglu. What a strike that was. Hit the top corner. And hit the top corner of the frame and then bounce back in, and Dzeko, jogging on the spot, has tapped it in. And they are checking the goal for a possible offside. And I did think that as soon as it rebounded to Dzeko, which was why I didn't really react. It was Darmian who rolled the ball into Skriniar who found Calhanoglu in loads of space. And, Dzeko might be off there, you know. He might be off there. From that angle, he doesn't look off. But from the first angle, which was alongside the pitch, he did look off when it was first hit. And let's have a look. Hopefully we get a better angle on that one. Let's have a look. Hi, Sam. Where is Josh tonight? From Katie and Jonathan. Josh is on holiday for tonight. So, unfortunately, Kate, you are stuck with me for tonight. But I hope that makes up for it. And Callum's subscribed as well. So, brilliant. Thank you, Callum. But it has counted. It has counted. So, I will now update all of the banners and stuff. We'll get those up to date for you. And Edin Dzeko has got us underway with the goal so far in the 17th minute. A little tapping. You don't let Dzeko have that kind of room. You've got to stay switched on, even if you think the ball has rippled the back of the net in the first place. But it is into 1, Juventus 0. And the thing is, I didn't even really react because I thought Dzeko was offside because of the way he was stood initially. And Bernardeschi has come off as well, and Bentancur has come on. So clearly Bernardeschi is in a lot more pain than I could have ever anticipated, but I still think he's gone down over absolutely nothing there. I think he's caused himself the problem. I think he's gone down and I think he's fallen, and he might have dislocated his shoulder from faffing about with a fall. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? Well, it would be for me because obviously I called it, saying that he hadn't really hurt himself. A couple of fouls being given away here early on in the game. Couple of fouls being given away, and they keep they're very niggly fouls. They just sort of like keep kicking away at each other, that type of thing, trying to irritate each other, I think, by the looks of things. I think that is the game plan so far. But Inter are 1-0 up. I didn't even say my score prediction at the beginning. I'll try and not be biased towards this Inter Milan, obviously, current score, and I'm going to go with 2-2 is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with 2-2. I can see them both scoring a couple of goals tonight. Bastoni switches to Skriniar. Let's have a look at a few comments that are coming through. Let's have a look. Charles got to go. No worries, mate. No worries. Sam, do you think the game will be hard next Saturday at Chelsea? Oof. At Newcastle, I'm assuming that's for Chelsea, if I've got that right. Getting VAR, exactly. I mean, I think it will be. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I guess what you can say is that they did look a little bit better, Newcastle, didn't they, in the last game? And I don't know. They can score goals, but they also leak them like it's nobody's business. So it's going to be whoever come up against Newcastle in the next few weeks are going to be struggling because they don't know which Newcastle United team is going to turn up. That is brutally obvious. Sam sing the Havertz song. It's not really relevant, Max. Not really relevant. I know you want to make a meme out of me, but I give you plenty of singing in the beginning of my videos anyway. Danilo back into Bonucci. Bonucci looks along. Looks to, that was nearly a really good ball, actually, but De Vrij has read that really well. It was a long ball looking over the top for Alvaro Morata, and De Vries read it really, really well and managed to clear it for a Juventus throw-in. Here's Chiellini. We all know the power of Chiellini, don't we? Rolls it into Morata. Morata has Cuadrado wider, uses him, but poor ball there. And Ivan Perisic might be able to go up the other end here with room to wander and room to roam. Ivan Perisic now being finally closed by Locatelli. Perisic looks to clip it in towards Barella, who's at the back post, but headed clear by Alexandro. Darmian, I think they should have done a little bit more with the ball there. Definitely should have done a little bit more with the ball there. De Vrij, Brozovic, just slowing the play down here. There's not really a press on for Juventus. They're not really pressing, but they're just keeping their positions, which is making the forward passes quite difficult at the moment for Juventus to find and Inter to find. Oh, God. My stream's even lagging and I'm on BT Sport. Oh, God, the quality's gone as well now. Fraser, I'm the real winner for picking subscribing. Exactly. You are the real winner for subscribing. Handanovic plays a dodgy ball there, and it's fallen to, what is going on with the quality of my stream here? Bentancur rolls it into Locatelli. Locatelli to Cuadrado. Tracked back, though, by Perisic. Cuadrado, and it looks like Juventus, the opportunity might have gone, but Cuadrado whips the ball in, looking for Morata, safely into the hands of Samir Handanovic. Easily gathered there by Handanovic, but a little bit of a lapse of concentration maybe by Handanovic there. A little bit of a lapse of concentration, and Juventus could have been in. Juventus could have been in, but fortunately they managed to sort of defend half decent and get themselves back in. Poor Sam all alone. Exactly, so am I. So am I. But that's another poor ball from Skriniar, who's picked out Cuadrado. Cuadrado shoots. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That was a close strike from Juan Cuadrado from about 25, 30 yards out, and he's absolutely drilled it. And it's just gone 2 or 3 yards wide there. I think Handanovic would have had it covered had it been a little bit closer to the goal, but Handanovic didn't know that, and it looks so, so close from that angle. To expand on Sam's Newcastle answer, Steve Bruce only had the Newcastle players training 3 times a week. As Jones has had them two training sessions, which he focused on just defence. Oh, here we go. Active Aaron. Active Aaron is coming in with a big message for you here, Kate. I hope you're ready for this. Kulusevski rolls it into Cuadrado. Cuadrado has Danilo wider. Rolls it into Danilo. Danilo, deflection. Oh, goes behind for a corner. Thought that was going to sneak in the front post, but Handanovic made sure it went behind for a corner. Sam's ex-Cuadradi. What? Explains why Newcastle parked the bus yesterday. Cuadrado's going to take this corner here. Out-swinging corner, Juan Cuadrado. Cuadrado whips it in, looking for Chiellini, off Chiellini's head and off the back of Skriniar. Falls again to Sandro, who then blazes the ball over. Tries to do a little bit too much there, Alexandro. Tries to do a little bit too much and has just blazed the ball over the top. Absolutely blazed it over the top. Just watching that goal again. That would have been some strike from Calhanoglu. Would have been some strike. Would have been some strike. It hit the top right joint of the goal and has fallen to Edin Dzeko. You've got to be jogging on the spotlight. You've got to be there to score him, haven't you? And that's exactly where Edin Dzeko was. You've got to be there to score him. And Handanovic with another dodgy touch. His footing, footing, is that what you say? His ball work, I think that's what you say, hasn't been great so far. And Dzeko's dribbled himself into trouble, into Weston McKennie. Kulusevski's going to shoot, blocked though. And Brozovic is able to chest the ball back to Handanovic. But Handanovic's footwork hasn't been great so far tonight. He's been causing himself all kinds of problems and causing Inter problems as well. He's really been causing them all kinds of problems, giving the ball away, dodgy touches. He needs to be careful because, especially with Kulusevski and the attackers that they do have up front. There's a lot of potential here for Juventus to do well and go forward and score goals. So, and it is, that looked nasty. Kulusevski's just accidentally ran into, I believe it is De Vrij, who's on the floor. He's just accidentally ran into him because De Vrij blocked the shot, and De Vrij goes to get up, and Kulusevski just runs in and accidentally catches his knee, and his knee hits his head. So I can imagine that one being a pretty painful one, if you ask me. Bernardeschi still sat holding his shoulder. If Bernardeschi has done anything to his shoulder, it is because he jumped on the floor like a big baby. He's going to feel so stupid if that is the case. I am intrigued though that they didn't bring on Federico Chiesa when Bernardeschi went off and instead opted for Bentancur. Big sort of option there, Federico Bernardeschi. But who knows? I'm not the manager at the end of the day. I just sit here and ramble on, don't I? I just sit here and ramble on. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe on both streams for us, on my stream on Sam Redgate-Large and, of course, on A View from the Stands as well. 26 minutes on the clock here, ladies and gents, into 1. Juventus 0. A little tap-in from Edin Dzeko has put Inter Milan 1-0 up, and we've got plenty of time left to play. And Juventus have, since the goal, they've been very, very good. They've been very proactive. They've been going forward themselves. And really defending and attacking well. Who do I support? I support Chelsea, Callum, who you can see up there. That's a great throw-in, though, to pick out Barella. Barella looks for Calhanoglu, and it's just gone behind him. And Kulusevski might be able to get the ball away. A little bit of scrapping, good scrapping between the two teams. God, that's a tongue twister for you. And Christian Benteke could have had a hat-trick yesterday. Mount will have a field day, says Oliver. Oh, gosh. Benteke can score. Anyone can score. Skriniar being pressured there by Bentancur, but manages to get the ball away. I don't know how this midfield's going to set up, though, now that Bernardeschi's gone off, whether it'll be a 3 up front, whether Bentancur will sort of drop in a little bit more. I'm not overly sure, but I'm sure we'll wait and see. He seems to be quite advanced, more on that left-hand side, more on that left mid-roll. Here's Skriniar. Skriniar finds Brozovic. Brozovic has a little bit of room there and picks out Calhanoglu. And Inter just holding the play here. They're just slowing down the play, weighing up their options and seeing if they can come up with that Hollywood ball. See if there's going to be some movement in front of them. Literally, Barella has the ball at his feet and he's walking with the ball. Calhanoglu there, looking for Dzeko. Dzeko, looks to header it. He went to look for Brozovic there with a little header, and he hasn't quite found Brozovic. And Callum supports City. Nice one, Callum. Nice one. Two of the top three in the league. That was a really good opportunity, though. Well worked. Calhanoglu with a lovely ball to find Edin Dzeko, but Dzeko just couldn't quite head the ball down to Brozovic, who had made a lovely run in behind and probably would have caught Leonardo Bonucci off guard. Danilo into Locatelli, into Cuadrado, rolls it into Danilo. Danilo finds Weston McKennie. McKennie to Locatelli. There is a massive blue wall in front of them and they just cannot get through. They cannot get through whatsoever. Alexandro Chiellini just moving the ball, literally just moving the ball around from left to right in the Juventus half, really just taking their time. But that's a great ball from Locatelli. Locatelli picks out Alvaro Morata, who's running behind. Morata pulls it back to Alexandro, but Morata was offside in the first place. Sky are reporting Glazers and Woodward are about to announce Ole sacking. I mean, if there was ever going to be a time for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get sacked, it is right now. I'm not going to lie to you. It is right now. Lovely ball there from Skriniar. Look to pick out Barella. But Barella wasn't quite on the same wavelength there as Edin Dzeko. I was trying to confirm there Max's breaking news, but whether Max is just having me on, I'll never know. He's a Spurs supporter at the end of the day. Never trust the Spurs supporter, can you, Max? Alexandro back into Chiellini. They are being really patient, and they're having to be because they're set up very, very well. Inter, and they drop into a 5 really, really well. It's like a 5-3-2 in defence and a 3-4-3 in a 3-4-3 or a 3-5-2. That's what I meant to say. A 3-5-2 in attack, and that's a dodgy header back again. And Handanovic had to scramble there, and it's gone out for a corner. Dodgy back pass again, and it does look like Inter. They're a little bit. Some of their passing and some of their headers back towards goal and stuff like that is difficult. Active Aaron saying, perfect time to sack Ole. An experienced legend with 1,000 games of experience has just become available. Exactly, Aaron, exactly. Perfect time. Cuadrado whips it in, looking for the header of Weston McKennie, and it's been flicked on by Skriniar. It has found Lautaro Martinez, who's been quiet so far, Martinez. Calhanoglu looks to spin the ball back around the corner, but that's very well defended by Locatelli. Very, very well defended. And Fraser saying that Ole has been sacked as well. But I don't know if they're just having me on. Bentancur's had the ball nicked, and Darmian, former Manchester United player, has won the ball back himself. Darmian finds Lautaro Martinez. Martinez, that's better from Martinez. Dropped his shoulder, went to put the cross in, but defended, though, easily by Chiellini at the front post. And it's another corner for Inter Milan. 30 minutes on the clock, ladies and gents. If you haven't already, smash that like button, hit subscribe, all that good stuff. And hopefully, we're going to get another goal soon. Keep up the entertainment. Keep up the entertainment. Calhanoglu has gone out there to take this corner. Whips it in. Cleared at the front post, though, by Weston McKennie. Very, very poor corner. And it comes out to Nico Barea. Nico Barea goes round Weston McKennie, but good strength, great strength from Weston McKennie. But he has only succeeded in giving away another corner, and Calhanoglu will go out and take another one. There was good defending by Weston McKennie, but he's just been unfortunate with the way he's landed. He's just fallen on top of the ball, and it's gone out of play for another Inter Milan corner with 32 minutes on the clock. I really like that Inter Milan kit as well. Calhanoglu whips it in, looking for the head of Skriniar. Cleared, though, by Weston McKennie, who seems to be everywhere at the moment. Here's Brozovic on this left wing roll. Rolls it back into Skriniar. Skriniar drops the shoulder, goes past Alexandro. Skriniar still got the ball here against Kulusevski. Flicks it into Bastoni. The two defenders really showing us how dribbling is done. Really showing how dribbling is done. I would absolutely love it. Of course you'd love it, Aaron, if Steve Bruce replaced him. The defenders here are showing us how it's done. A good bit of footwork, actually, from Skriniar. Gets away from Kulusevski. That's a foul in the first place. And then Bastoni drops his shoulder as well and wins a foul as well. And if you haven't already, guys, smash that like button for us. And apologies if you were expecting Josh on A View from the Stands tonight. You have got me. Hopefully I can make up for it with some good commentary and some good coverage of tonight's Inter versus Juventus game. And hopefully that will be good. Who is this random geezer? And where's Josh? I mean, if you were a long-term subscriber of Josh, I would not be a random geezer to you, because I have had a couple of appearances, maybe 4 or 5 actually, on Josh's channel. But I'm in instead of Josh for tonight, as Josh is on holiday. But hopefully I'll make up for it, guys. Hopefully I'll make up for it. And if you haven't already, guys, smash that like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. And let's keep ourselves moving. Support Josh's channel. We thought we'd do it. Keep you guys getting some content as well, so you guys don't forget about Josh in the week or so that he is away. And hello, did Josh get a new haircut? He wishes he could pull this off. He definitely does. But we are 1-0 up here with Inter Milan, it was Edin Dzeko who got a tap in on 17 minutes to put Inter ahead against Juventus. Plenty of corners here. Calhanoglu's gone out to take another corner. Calhanoglu whips one in. Oh, looking for the head of, I think that was Skriniar again at that back post. Comes back out here to Martinez. Blocked. Here's Barea. Going to be whipped in. Is it going to be whipped in? Now it is. Barea. Oh, poor whippage there. Poor whippage. You sound almost alike. That Scottish British accent. I don't think we do. I don't think we sound alike. Sam is very posh. I mean, I'll give you that. I sound posh anyway. I think me and Josh are well spoken, but anyway, Yupped Up, what do you think? That sounded weird to come out of my mouth. What do you think the score prediction is going to be for tonight? Where's he gone on holiday? No, he's not going abroad. Well, I think he's gone to Scotland, is what I believe he said. So he's having a few sunny days up in Scotland, or so he said. But there might be a couple more streams as well. So when I'm streaming for my channel, you might get them on this channel as well. If you haven't already, H4 and Yupped Up, if you could subscribe to me as well, that would be brilliant. And then whilst Josh is away, if there is anything else that I publish and whatever, you can keep up to date with all of that as well. So that would be brilliant. And Yupped Up, did I just see him going with 2-1? 2-1 Inter for his call? Going 2-1 Inter for his call. It's been very, very even so far, I must say. Very even. Inter Milan, though, dictating possession in the last 5 minutes or so. When the goal went in, it was pretty much all Juve for about 10 minutes or so. But it is now Inter Milan who are regaining possession and getting their foot in the door and making sure that Juventus cannot win the ball back too easily. And here's Dzeko. Dzeko, is he going to be supported? Weston McKennie's having troubles there getting back at him. Dzeko with a little bit of a burst of pace there. Quite surprised about that. Dzeko fends off Weston McKennie. Plenty of room there. Rolls it into Calhanoglu. Calhanoglu goes wider to Bastoni. Poor touch from Bastoni, but still picks out Ivan Perisic. Perisic up against, I was going to say Alexandro. I meant Danilo. Calhanoglu. Look at Calhanoglu. Calhanoglu. Why did I say that? Looks to... blocked again, and that's definitely a foul there. Trying to get the ball out. Kulusevski trying to get the ball out, and Josh will be happy he's gone to Scotland. Exactly. Don't think I heard a voice crack. Don't think I didn't hear voice crack. I don't remember if my voice cracked. Bonucci into I nearly called him Alexandro again. I'm meaning Danilo. And that's a dodgy ball again from Chiellini. This time it was actually to Alexandro. Zakaria Patel says, hi, how are you doing? And hopefully I'm not disappointing too much that I'm not Josh, but he will be back. Yupped Up says, guess what? What? Skriniar has to go back to Handanovic. Every time that ball goes back to Handanovic, I've mentioned it a couple of times, but I am nervous for his ability to kick the ball and play with the ball at his feet. He's very, what's the word? Not reliable with his feet from what I've seen. And Damian's won a foul there. He's been absolutely clattered by Alexandro, who's spun around there and absolutely clattered him. Evening, Real Tom. Yes, and thanks for subscribing. Yupped Up says they've subbed even better. Thank you, Yupped Up. And like I say, hopefully whilst Josh is away, I can keep you guys entertained with a little bit of content. Of course, I don't dare try and live up to the expectations of a Josh Ring stream. Barea has the ball nicked and it's fallen to Sandro. Sandro's had to go all the way back, though, to the goalkeeper, and a bit of pressure there from Lautaro Martinez. Martinez has been so quiet so far. One of the names that I've barely said in the entirety of this stream so far, Lautaro Martinez. It just, all of it seems to be coming down the right-hand side or aiming for Edin Dzeko. And very, very weird, if I'm honest with you. I was expecting it to be more through Lautaro Martinez, but so far the play has been dictated by Edin Dzeko. Whether or not they've looked at that and looked at the two defenders and tried to use Lautaro Martinez slightly differently than they usually do, but Barea's won the ball back here, and there is Lautaro Martinez trying to get stuck in, but he's not able to, and Barea has given away a foul there, Nico Barea. And Max is on the Twitch as well. How can you read from both channels? I basically, it's like streaming from, we stream from an independent website that then collects all of the comments into one place. So I can see, for example, I can see these comments, and I can also see Max's comments as well on here as well. So on the Twitch and stuff like that. I don't even know what Max is on about in the Twitch chat, but there we are. And Real Tom is in the chat as well. Good to see you doing a couple of streams today, Real Tom. Chesney goes up to Danilo. Nearly called him Alexandro again. Into Bonucci. Bonucci's drops into midfield here. Into Bentancur. This is good from Juventus. Oh, but that's a dodgy ball from Morata. He is Timo Werner, isn't he? He's the Spanish Timo Werner. But Alexandro is going to try and make something of it. But lovely tackle from Matteo Darmian. And Matteo Darmian has been studied on his ankle for his troubles there. Tom always does a super Sunday, no matter what. Fair enough, Tom. Fair enough. Get yourself in a good routine. And Alexandro's won himself a free kick really high up there. A bit of a clumsy tackle from Darmian. He's just left one in. Just left one in on Alexandro. And that's going to be an interesting battle now. Right wing back against the left back. Cuadrado's come over to take this, to whip it in off that right-hand side. Cuadrado. He's going to whip this one in. Cuadrado whips it in, looking for the head of Chiellini, but defended nicely by Skriniar again. He's been everywhere at the moment. Force to Alexandro. Alexandro into Morata. Oh, Bonucci and Morata got in each other's way there. Got in each other's way. And it has been booted out for a goal kick there. It's just everything Juventus seem to do in the final third doesn't really look fantastic. Like, Alexandro there looked to whip that back in and no one could get onto it. And then bodies got in the way. And wow, it's not been good so far. Not a great first half for Juventus. They haven't really tested Handanovic at all. The only times they've tested Handanovic, they've come from Handanovic's mistakes. We are 3 minutes away from half-time, guys, but don't fear, we do have Guess the Player returning for the half-time show. And we'll get that all sorted in a little while. Hi, Tristan. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well, lad. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm sure you've been in Josh's streams, but I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you are doing well, mate. And, of course, as you can see, I'm not Josh, but hopefully you do enjoy the stream as well, buddy. If you could smash a like button, that would be absolutely fantastic. Let's see what you guys are thinking in the chat, though, for the poll on my stream, which does say 35% of people are backing Juventus. 35% are backing Juventus, with 30% backing Inter Milan. So very, very close, very close. If you haven't already, guys, go over to my channel. Make sure you drop a vote on that so we can see what everyone is thinking. And Max is asking what car I drive. I drive a Yaris. It's still like my first car, so... Alexandro has just picked up a yellow card there for a cynical little foul on the halfway line, just on Nico Barella. Not much in that. Barella, to be honest with you, he tries to win a little bit more of that. He sticks his leg out to try and hit Alexandro. I'm good. So confused. What's happening? Where's Josh? Hello. Hope you're having a good day there. Josh is on holiday, so we thought we might as well give you guys some content and something to watch, and you guys can get to know me as well. So there might be, like there was with Farhan the other day, or Fusion, or whatever you want to, whatever nickname you've given to Farhan, make sure you, it's the same thing. So I'll be doing a stream here or there because we've all got like each other's accounts or whatnot. So just to keep the stream nice and active for you. Which team do you support in the Serie A? I mean, I don't actually support anyone in the Serie A at the moment, Batman. I am following Roma because Tammy Abraham is there. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you'll allow me to do that. And of course, I'm following AC Milan because of Tomori. But I don't really support a team in the Serie A. I don't really. I thought we might as well do some Serie A football because it's a little bit different and it's different tempo and a different pace here. And Weston McKennie tries to spin out there and giving away a throw-in himself there. All right, exactly. Is there a halftime game? Yes, there is. J-Back, hopefully I've not made it too easy for you this time. And make sure as well, guys, no Googling on the halftime game. No Googling, because that won't be fun. That will not be fun. And hoofed clear there by Bastoni. Not taking any chances whatsoever, Bastoni. Not taking any chances. 418 subscribers, guys. Thank you for you guys who have subscribed to my channel as well. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, if you haven't already, smash that like button, hit subscribe. Batman saying, I'm surprised you didn't stream the Liverpool game. Well, there's actually a story about that, Batman. I drove 2 hours from my parents' house to the flat, which I'm in right now, and realised when I got here, I picked up the wrong set of keys. And as a result of that, I missed being able to stream it, because then I had to meet my mum halfway and go get my keys, and so I didn't have to drive 2 hours to drive another 2 hours. Luke Link saying, Josh, you look different. Yeah, I've had some really, really good or really bad, depending on what you think, but some really good plastic surgery. He's on holiday this week, Luke. So you're gonna see a little bit from Farhan, a little bit from myself. And of course, if you haven't already, smash that like button, hit subscribe on both of the channels so that you can keep up to date. And then as well, you can see any content that, keep yourself fulfilled whilst Josh is on holiday. Keep yourselves fulfilled. And then I'm sure a few people, surely some people must recognize me. Surely not everyone's a fresh one. Of course, I'm sure Tristan knew who I was. But I have featured on this channel a few times. We're nearly at halftime though, ladies and gents. Nearly at halftime. 15 people across the 3 streaming platforms, across my channel, across Josh's channel, and of course my Twitch as well. So if you want to follow me on Twitch as well, there is links to that in the description. Can we have a halftime game, mate? Yes, we've got a halftime game coming, Callum. We have got one of those. So tell every man and his dog. Tell every man and his dog. Skriniar goes to Brozovic. 3 minutes of extra time here at the end of the first time. End of the first half. Inter are just going to wind the time down here. Damian looks forward, though, looking for... Oh, that was nearly a great ball to Barea, but he just couldn't quite get the ball down there, Nico Barea. And Juventus did regain the ball, but Dzeko's done really, really well there. Dzeko, and he's been fouled there by Chiellini. Has he been fouled, or have they given that as a corner? It's either way, it's a foul or a corner for Inter Milan. They've given a corner, I do believe, and Allegri's absolutely fuming with that one. Kalinoglu goes out here, whips it in, looking again deep for Skriniar. They've done that every single time. Appeals from Dzeko for a handball here from Giorgio Chiellini, and Juventus are able to hook the ball clear. They're absolutely adamant, Inter Milan are, and the referee has blown for half time. I don't know what happens then if it ends up being a handball. I think actually Edin Dzeko is the one who has handballed that. Oh, it has hit Chiellini's hand in there. Oh, I'm not sure on that. His arm is up, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. They've jumped up, and as they've jumped up, there's like 3 of them all stood next to each other, and his arm's just in there. His arm's just out there, sort of in the top corner sort of thing, and just everyone in there and around the middle there. But that is half-time. That is half-time. They've definitely confirmed it now. The players have all gone into the tunnel, so that is half-time. No coming back from there. And that does mean it is half-time. Inter Milan 1, Juventus 0. And we will jump straight into the half-time game, because why not? This is the moment you guys have been waiting for. I know a lot of people have been talking about him. J-Back was moaning because last week I made him too easy, because apparently for a Villa fan, the last few were too easy. But Shah was definitely struggling with them. Either way, ladies and gents, let me put down my water bottle instead of looking like a child with a little bot, as anyone says. Does anyone know if Serie has VAR? It does have VAR. It does. And thank you, Tristan, for subscribing. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate it. So let's jump into the the game for half-time. We are just going to play it nice and easy this time and need to work on guess the player's transfer history, because according to J-Back, it was way, way too easy last time out for the Chelsea game. If you haven't seen the highlights of the Chelsea game, or you want to see my reactions to them as a Chelsea fan, there is a video on my channel at the moment, which I think probably hasn't hit people's sub boxes very well. But if you want to go watch that, go check it out. Tonight we are doing Guess the Player. And the easiest way to say this to you guys is I'm going to give you a couple of clues, depending. I think it's 3. There might be 4 for one of them as well. There's 3 and a bonus clue. I know that for the first one anyway. Just in case if it was too hard for you guys, I've done 3 and a bonus clue. So I'll read you out a clue, and you guys have got to try guess who the player is. You can spam the chat as much as possible. Of course, the idea is the earlier on you get it, the better. So I guess what you could say is if you get it in the first round, you get 3 points. Second round, you get 2 points. And the third and final round, you get 1 point and half a point if you get it in the bonus round. I think that makes the most sense, doesn't it? So let me know if you are ready for the halftime game, if you're all ready. Who scored a 47-yard screamer versus Villa in 2014? Fraser with his yellow badge. Love to see it. Sammy doing a stunning job. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. Tristan's ready, saying let's have it. Fraser's ready as well. Oliver is ready as well. So I'm going to take your words there, and I am going to make sure that everyone's ready. There we are. Big up to everyone in the chat trying to find a bar in Edinburgh. You have fun, Josh. You have fun with your time off. So let's go. We're taking your guys' words, and we're going to make sure that we are all ready. Here we go, ladies and gents. So the first clue. Let me make sure that my alleged dyslexia hasn't come in here. Let me just read it. Okay, I think that makes sense. Apologies if it doesn't. I do struggle with this occasionally. So one of my transfers. So this is the first player. This is the first clue for the first player. It will probably get easier, but this is quite a nice one because it does narrow it down. And I will reveal, obviously, as it says in here, top 50 transfers. So one of my transfers puts me in the top 50 transfers of all time. So top 50 most expensive transfers of all time. So you guys, you've just got to name some of the most expensive transfers of all time. If you're able to name me the 3 players who were, just as a sort of a bonus side game, the 3 players who from the 2000s to the between 2000 and 2010 who also feature on this list. Everyone else, 47 of them, are all from the last decade or so. Let's have a look at the comments from you guys. Let's have a look. Let's scroll up. Where did we get to? Why is Mo Salah on my thumbnail? I put mine there. You change what? Oliver says Ben White, Lacazette, Pogba, Neymar, Ronaldo, Dembele, that's a good shout from J-Back, Lukaku, Bale, Neymar, Lukaku, Ndombele. Of course, Max comes up with him. Benjamin Mendy. I don't know if he was 50 mil. He was about 50 mil, wasn't he, Benjamin Mendy? That's who I'm assuming you meaning. Unfortunately, what a waste of 50 million that was. Have we got any more? Oliver, I'm not reacting to that. Have we got any more comments coming through, ladies and gents? Any more ideas? Think about the top 50. Think about other players you haven't named. Thank you for correcting him, Tristan. Come on, ladies and gents. There's plenty of players you've not named there. You've named like 5. You've named like 5. You haven't even named the second most expensive player of all time or the third most expensive player of all time. And I can think of them off the top of my head. Josh. Yes, Josh Ring. Come on, ladies and gents. Come on. Surely I've not made this too hard. One of my transfers puts me in the top 50 transfers of all time. João Felix. There we are. Mbappe. There we are. We're getting some more coming in. Edison, good shout from J-Back. J-Back's thinking a little bit outside of the box. Right, let's move on to the next one then, guys. You seem a little bit stumped. But 5 comments just came through there. Allison, This is solid. No clue, says Tristan. New clue. He wants the next one. VVD. Yeah, it's supposed to be hard. The next clue for this player is, okay, so here's one of his transfers, puts him in the top 50 transfers of all time. And this player is currently younger than 25 years old. So that means they're an active footballer. So, of course, if it was a Zinedine Zidane, a Zlatan Ibrahimovic, or who was the other player I was thinking of? Luis Figo, the three people who, anyone who got that, there you are, credit where credit's due. They're the three people who aren't the 47 that are featured in the last 10 years. Here we go. There we go. We've got Kepa, John Stones, Laporte, Mbappe, Diaz, Stones, Mbappe. Good shout, Tristan. Yeah, Tristan's thinking outside the box a little bit. It's Diaz or Mbappe. J-Back's gambling, man. J-Back is gambling. João Felix, Oliver's sticking with that. Every City player, exactly. All of them are under 25 and cost 50 mil at least. Have we got any more options? Are you guys all nailed in? Have you locked in your answers for this one? Have you locked in your answers? Can you not think of anyone else? Maybe I've gone too obscure with this one. Maybe I haven't. We'll move on and I'll reveal who the player is right at the end. So whoever gets it first is the winner, of course. Extra comment coming through. White Werner, another good shout. White Havertz, another one. I'll do Shah's job, my nan, says Max. Yeah, someone's got to fulfill the role. Someone has got to fulfill the role. And the final clue, before we get to the bonus clue, if no one gets it after this, I'll give you the bonus clue because I prepared this one. I currently play in the Bundesliga. So this is one of the players who has made one of the 50 most expensive transfers of all time. He's younger than 25 years old and currently plays in the Bundesliga. Can we think of who it is? Gnabry, good shout. Haaland, good shout. Sane, good shout. Bellingham. Sane again. Sane is a very good shout, I must say. Upamecano, another good shout, Oliver. Now you're getting the cogs whirring. Ladies and gents. Now you are getting the cogs whirring. Maybe this one has been too hard. Maybe. Sula. I can reveal to you guys, so far, no one has mentioned this player at all. Lewandowski? No, it's not Lewandowski. Kimmich, Goretzka, Royce, Neuer. You're just now naming the top players in the league. None of these are even under 25. It can be any of their transfers, not most recent. Yeah, it can be any of their transfers. But for this player, it is their most recent permanent transfer. Hazard, Davies, it's Richards. I don't know who Richards is. Hummels. Right, guys. No one's got it. No one has got it. What is the clue? What is the final clue? So the bonus clue, guys, to see who can get it. That's a good one. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but that is a good one. The final clue is a bonus clue, and I'm going to give this to you guys because I knew this one was quite a hard one. So the fourth and final bonus clue, whoever gets this is the winner because no one has got it so far. His name's not even been mentioned, not even once, not even under someone's breath. The bonus clue is, my transfer was between Frankfurt and Real Madrid. Who was moved from Frankfurt to Real Madrid? Come on, ladies and gents, use your FIFA knowledge. Angelino, no. Oliver looked like he put it there. Fraser's got it. There we are. Oliver's finally got it. He's taken his time. And the answer is Luka Jovic. Luka Jovic is the answer to that one. So it was £51 million his transfer from Frankfurt to Real Madrid for him to have scored 4 goals in like 20 games over like a season and a bit. So one would definitely consider him a flop. But GG, exactly. It is Luka Jovic. So Jay, I hope that wasn't too hard for you. I mean, you did complain about them earlier, so I do hope that wasn't too difficult for you, mate. I do hope that wasn't too difficult. But we'll move on to round 2. We've got a little bit of time. Let me try work out. We've got what? Let me think. If we started at, 10-2. Oh, God, maths, ladies and gents, maths. 25 past. We've got a little bit of time. I don't know how long we've got, actually. Next round, that was solid. Exactly, says Tristan. Exactly, that was meant to be hard. We'll move on. So, next one is, I once held the world record for the largest transfer fee. So this person was once considered, well, not considered, he once was the most expensive player on the planet. Doesn't matter for how long, but he was once the most expensive player on the planet. Of course, no Googling. That ruins the fun. Let's have a look. Let's see what everyone's knowledge is. Neymar. Oliver's gone obvious. He's gone really obvious. Bale, Ferdinand, Dembele, Ronaldinho. Good shouts coming in left, right, and centre here. Cantona. Oh, Max got it. Really? You think Max got it? Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand, says Tristan. Coutinho. Michael Owen. Good shouts. R9, Mo Salah. I don't think Mo Salah's ever been the top one. I can't remember how much he signed for Liverpool for, but never quite the top one. CR7, he was a top one, yes. Coutinho, Messi. Right. Oren's coming with Messi. Messi's never had like a top transfer like fee because he's never like signed for a transfer fee. Kluivert. Good shout though, Oren. Good shout. Thinking outside the box a little bit in comparison to everyone else. Keane. Messi can't, says Fraser. And Oliver, for God's sake, you've got me with that one. I was just clicking through. Right, we'll move on to the next one. And the next clue, which I'm thinking might give it away, is I played in the Premier League. So think about the players. Maybe some of you have already named him, maybe not. Neymar, Grealish, says Tristan. It's Neymar, says J-Back. Well, J-Back, Neymar's never played in the Premier League. Neymar has never played in the Prem. The players are about to get back out underway here, guys. They're going to be coming back out in a short moment. So make sure you get it in. Grealish, says Fraser. Oliver says balls. Owen, Coutinho. Oh, you guys, you're missing someone massive here. You've missed someone massive. Bale, says Oren. Oren's coming in using his brain and going with Bale. I knew it, says Oliver. Well, Oliver, did you? Did you know it? Are you sure? KDB, Edison. All good shouts, ladies and gents. The Juventus players are making their way back onto the pitch, so I will give you your third and final clue. And also the fact that none of you have named him yet. So I'll give you an extra 10 seconds to try and work out who it is. I played in the Premier League. Pogba, another good shout there from Alfie. A good shout there from Alfie, who's come in and gone straight in with Pogba, but still not the right player. Still not the right player. World transfer fee and played in the Premier League. Still not quite got it. And I will give you, here we go. Here is the final clue, and this will give it away for you guys. This will give it away for all of you guys. I have scored the most goals in Premier League history. Come on, comments. Let's see who it is. You guys know who it is by now. You guys definitely do know who it is. Surely. I expect to see the comments just flooded with this right now. Should be flooded. Alan Shearer. There we go, Oliver. Shearer. Yes, there we go. See? Alan! Exactly. And that does conclude the halftime game. So I made this a little bit harder for you, mainly because Jay was moaning at Alan. Maybe because Jay was moaning that it was too easy last time out. So I've made it really difficult for you. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. And if you are wondering, I am in streaming in place of Josh for tonight. I am your host. I am Sam Redgate-Large. I have my own channel. And if you haven't subscribed to me, please do consider subscribing. And I'll keep you entertained over the next week or so whilst Josh is in sunny old Scotland. And we are back underway here in the San Siro Stadium in Milan. And every time Handanovic kicks the ball, I'm telling you now, I get nervous. I do get nervous. Tristan's just going, Alan! Who is Josh, says Oliver. Exactly. This is my channel now. No, of course not. Of course not. Bentancur into Kulusevski. Kulusevski, nice feet, but defended nicely by Bastoni there. Solid performance from the defensive three of Inter Milan so far. Thoughts on Swansea? I don't really pay any attention to Swansea. I know you're a Swansea fan, Tristan, but I never really pay any attention to it. Alan! Lovely flick around the corner there by Calhanoglu. Looks to find Berea, but that's a little bit clumsy there from Alexandro. But fortunately, both players have come off fine, and the referee waves play on. Lautaro Martinez. Can we see a better second half from Lautaro Martinez here? That would be fantastic. Skriniar just taking his time. Juventus have, they started they're looking to continue and sort of putting a bit of a press on here, but they've sort of eased off a little bit. Well, that was just disrespectful. Sorry, Tristan. I haven't really kept up to date with Swansea since they got relegated. My bad. Wake up the neighbours, go on. Is it late enough to wake up the neighbours? It's only 9. I mean, I don't live in a load of old, in an old people's home, so I don't think there will be. What did Oliver said? Oh, for God's sake, Oliver. You saw nothing. Oh, for God's sake. 47 minutes on the clock here. We'll ignore what Oliver said. Oh, poor touch there by Berea. And Brozovic is having to battle for that, but very well battled. And Calhanoglu has hooked the ball clear there, looking for Damian, but easily covered by Giorgio Chiellini. My grandparents go to sleep at 7. EastEnders isn't even on by then. Imagine going to bed at 7. You spend so much of your life sleeping. Why would you want to spend an extra 2 hours? Not even 2 hours. That's me saying if I went to bed at 9. Up to 357th place in the AVFTS league in FPL. Oh, God. I don't even know where I am in the AVFTS league. And if you haven't joined my league as well, you can see that in the description of my channel or in the description of my video. Go over and have a look at that as well. 7 is so early, Tristan. 7 is so early. Inter do have a free kick in a promising position in Calhanoglu sort of territory here. Going to whip it in. Oh, my back's a bit sweaty. Not like you guys, I needed to know that, but there we are. Calhanoglu whips it in. Oh, cleared at the front post, though. Yet to see anything of Lautaro Martinez. And considering I put him on my thumbnail, I was hoping for a bit of a better performance from him here. Barella goes into Brozovic. Brozovic picks out Calhanoglu. Back into Brozovic. Good defended by Weston McKennie. And Juventus might be able to go up the other end themselves with Kulusevski. Finds Morata. Morata, lovely turn from Morata. Oh, he's been crowded out, though. There was 4 blue bodies around him there. 4 blue and black bodies there around him. And he's just easily been intercepted. Max has got to go. All right, Max, no worries. See you later. A good one. Here's Cuadrado. Lovely ball to try and find Bentancur, but just slightly overhit that. And Inter have regained possession yet again. But that's won again by Chiellini. And Morata tries to appeal for a foul there. And looks over to the referees as to say, what more can I do to win a foul? He's big. Oh! Oh, God. That's all Tristan's going to comment on my streams now. It's just, Alan! Thought Sam said Max has got a girl. He might have a girl. We don't know. Max is a mysterious young man. Barella driving. But poor end ball there. Not been the greatest in terms of attacking outputs here. Not too many clear opportunities. Let's have a look at the stats so far for shots on target, because there can't be many. There is a total of 4 shots on target, which is probably more than I suspected in this first half. But to be honest with you, none of them have really been, well, not been that great, have they? Not even the goal was that great, to be brutally honest with you. Oh, Max. He's not even here now. I'm quite surprised at how sort of slow this game has been. I was expecting all guns blazing like a cup final, but we haven't really got that. McKennie finds Kulusevski, though. That's a lovely ball. Oh, Morata just can't quite get onto it, and he's just been cancelled out there by the Inter Milan defenders. Dzeko tries to win the ball back. Weston McKennie's nicked it, though. And Locatelli can go forward into Bentancur. Back into Locatelli, but that's a dodgy ball again from Bentancur. I don't know how these teams survive in the Champions League playing passes like this, because it's been poor from both sides here. Into Lautaro Martinez, who's played a short pass. Again, Calhanoglu this time. His pass has managed to go back to Skriniar there, but it was blocked. I've got to go a bit before. I'll wait for you to scream, Alan! At the top of my voice. Is that loud enough? I don't want to go any louder. Skriniar. Lovely switch to Barea. Surely that, if you haven't already, surely that Alan simply deserves a subscribe of its own. And here goes Bastoni. Bastoni blocked off, though. Lovely defending by Locatelli, and Locatelli might be able to get the ball forward. He's got Weston McKennie in loads of room, uses Cuadrado instead, goes back to Kulusevski, into not Weston McKennie, Locatelli. Here's Alexandro. Sandro whips one in towards the back post, looking for Cuadrado, but that's defended easily, and it has gone out for, I do believe it's gone out for a corner ball for Juventus. No, it's gone out for a throw-in for Inter Milan. There we are, a throw-in for Inter Milan. Louder, that's what Max says to the girls. Oh, God. I join back, and the first thing I hear is, oh! Good times, Shah. Good times, Shah. You missed a lot over the halftime show. Cuadrado finds Kulusevski. Lovely ball. Oh, no. Morata he was running alongside Kulusevski. He was just literally running alongside him. And, man, pulled it back and pulled it behind him. And it is, unfortunately, the end of that attack for them, because that looked very promising. It was a lovely ball from Cuadrado to find Kulusevski in the box in the first place. I don't know what's going on with my TV tonight. It keeps like blinking on and off. I think my TV's knackered. What minute is it? We are 52 minutes in here, Shah. 52 minutes in. And it is Inter Milan 1, Juventus 0. Weston McKennie, lovely switch there, looking for Cuadrado, but easily read. And Kulusevski might be able to get onto it, but Barea's done some really good defensive work there and got a nutmeg on Cuadrado as well for just for security there. Brozovic finds Dzeko. That looked like a foul, if I'm honest with you, and Chiellini has given away the foul there. Chiellini? Why did I try and say that in Australian? Chiellini has given away the foul. Just watching that nutmeg over and over again on Cuadrado. I don't even think he meant it, to be honest with you. Don't even think he meant it, but Brozovic goes into Calhanoglu. Calhanoglu's gone out to the right-hand side of the midfield three this half. He was sort of more on the left-hand side for the first half, but here's De Vries. De Vries had to play that quite wide to find Bastoni, because Juventus are slowly but surely trying to put a bit of a press on here, but it's not really been working. I mean, not like United's earlier, which wasn't working whatsoever, but come on, Juve just keeps flipping autocorrect. What did you say? Contact Juve. What? Contact instead of come on. Shah's back in Juve for tonight. Let us know if you haven't already, guys. Who are you backing for tonight's game? Lovely switch again there. They're just taking their time, but that's a poor ball and it's intercepted. And it's Perisic trying to get back on Cuadrado. Cuadrado rolls it in instead to Locatelli. Locatelli has men over there. Looks for Morata, but defended nicely again by the black and blue of the Inter Milan defenders. Who scored for Inter? It was Edin Dzeko in the 17th minute. It was a lovely strike, really good strike from Çalhanoğlu to sort of hit the bar, and it bounced back in, and Dzeko was jogging on the spot. Jogging on the spot to tap it in, and a really, really simple goal, but that's what Edin Dzeko does best, isn't it? Definitely what Edin Dzeko does best. Welcome to the stream as well, Scotland. That's where Josh is at the moment. If you were expecting Josh, he is in Scotland. But, yeah, Barea has to come back there. Every time in to get the ball here, they don't look really that urgent to move it in attacking areas and move it wide and stuff like that. It doesn't really look like they're sort of really that bothered about getting a second goal. They're more than happy to take their time. Of course, they are 1-0 up, which does mean they can, with them being 1-0 up, they can take their time. They don't have to worry if the score stays the same. They win. But also, in a very more real sense, this Juve team is very, very strong. And we've still yet to see the introduction of Federico Chiesa. And as soon as he comes in, it's going to be electric. It will be electric, and they'll have so many issues. They will have quite a few issues, I would imagine. I'll tell you what, it must be the curse of me coming on any stream, because at the moment we have 4 people on in total, and that seems to be my luck, doesn't it? I always pick the games where no one wants to watch. But oh well. Hopefully you guys who are watching are enjoying. And if you are, make sure you get active in the comments for us and keep things nice and exciting. Dzeko caught a bit of a kick to the eye there. A little bit uncomfortable for Edin Dzeko. Perisic finds Brozovic. Brozovic into Çalhanoğlu. Goes wider. Here is Skriniar. Skriniar with a bit of room to roam here. But instead he decides to switch it to Bastoni. Probably the poor decision there, because Juventus might win this back. But Barella's done really well there to find Perisic. Perisic with a dodgy looking pass, but it's fallen nicely to Lautaro Martinez. Martinez goes to Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu drives one across the ground, and it's cleared by Chiellini. Darmian cleared at the front post again by Chiellini. Chiellini is on it. We love to watch the finals in the Premier League. The Serie is just not the best. I know, but I thought more people would like it. Some people enjoy it. Some people do enjoy it. I'm trying to hit a different bit of a market, aren't I? He's just glory hunters. That's what you are, Shah. Just glory hunters. "57 minutes on the clock, ladies and gents. Inter Milan still 1-0 up. Why do you keep calling Oliver Sarah? Why do you keep calling Shah Sarah? Sorry. Big punt up the field again. Football hasn't been great, if I'm honest with you, from either side so far. Been a little bit disappointed in them, considering these two were the 2 top teams of the last season. Very, very disappointed in the capabilities of both teams. It's been It's been a little bit of a poor showing from both teams, considering the 1 goal has been a tap-in and a rebound at best. No, you're Sarah, Sam. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, yeah, Shah did the autocorrect. My bad. Barella here with plenty of room. Plenty of room here for Barella. But he comes back on himself again. This is just, it's boring football to watch. Please, I betted on Juve, says Chewy Suarez. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be too confident with that, if I'm honest with you, because that's a lovely ball whipped in there, looking for Dzeko, and that's just gone a few yards wide. I won't be too confident on that Chewy Suarez, because Juventus haven't been great. Juventus have not been great at all, and neither have Inter Milan, but Inter Milan have made the opportunity. Well, it was a tap in the goal, so made the opportunity. Maybe stream Scottish games. That's what Josh did, and 57 people were watching him just because of Celtic versus Rangers. I know, but the problem is I don't know anyone. Hi, Jonathan. I'm all right, mate. How are you? You're probably enjoying partying still. Probably enjoying the partying still. After the Newcastle United takeover, I'm sure you are. Danilo. Back into Leonardo Bonucci, into Giorgio Chiellini. Chiellini into a little bit of space. Drives a little bit further. Chiellini goes back, though, instead to Bentancur. Bentancur goes into Juan Cuadrado. Cuadrado looks to whip one in. He's looking for Morata. Sandro runs into the back post, tries to cross it back in, but doesn't get to McKennie, ends up being cleared by Inter Milan. A little bit better that from Juventus. Barea slipped over there and given the ball straight to Alexandro. Here's Weston McKennie. McKennie looks to clip one in over towards Juan Cuadrado, but defended nicely there from Ivan Perisic, doing his defensive duties, doing them very, very nicely. Dark Arts Master. Who is the Dark Arts Master? Am I missing something? Because that's Chewy Suarez. If you haven't already, Chewy, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. I'm here in place of Josh for tonight and maybe a couple more times during the week whilst Josh is on holiday. So hopefully that is okay with you guys. We have got a substitution here. Gagliardini is coming on for Calhanoglu, so that isn't going to help me with the pronunciation. And Jonathan's looking forward to the Chelsea game. Should be fun, shouldn't it? The Chelsea game should be fun. Sam, a 4-4 Tunes reference. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old. Juventus do have a throw-in, though, here. Deep inside the Inter Milan half. 60 minutes on the clock. I don't know what's going on with my TV tonight. Weston McKennie launches one into the box, looking for Morata. Good touch from Morata. Bonucci swings at it. Blocked, though, by Skriniar. And easily cleared by Damian. And then hoofed up the field by Inter Milan. And Martinez is going to put a chase on. And that's a bit of a dodgy back pass. But it's still managed to find its way to Wojciech Szczesny. And Cuadrado's managed to regain the possession. Little bit of a dodgy back pass there. I was worried for that back pass there. Let's scroll up. Who is going to win this one then? Inter still looking too good. Well, the thing is, Josh, I mean, do either team look good? That's the problem. No, like Inter just look comfortable. Inter look comfortable ahead. They haven't really been fantastic, but Juventus have been awful. Juventus have been awful. Sam, is Lukaku going to be playing next Saturday? I don't know. They've not actually told us what his injury is. I think it's just a impact injury, bit of a dead leg type situation, and they just left him out just for, the fact that we were only playing Norwich. And Inter are up the other end here. They've got 3-on-3 here. Ivan Perisic against Danilo. Ivan Perisic! Oh, that summed up today's game. That has summed up this game in one. Grant says, what minute is it? We are in like the 65th minute. I can't see because we're on replays at the moment. Oh, what a poor shot, cross, whatever. He's gone to cut in on his right foot. He's done really well. Everything up until that point, he's done well. And he's gone to bend it into that top far corner. And he's just put it 2 or 3 yards away. Chewy Suarez says, I will win £113 because I made a double bet on Real and Juve. But it's not over. Hopefully, Juve will use the dark arts to win. I don't know who. Someone needs to tell me who that is. Thanks, but prob's not. I mean, that's a lovely ball over the top to Morata. Morata tries to header it. Why have he tried to header that? The keeper came out and Morata's tried to chip the keeper with a header, and that could have been Chewy Suarez's opportunity there to get that in. We'll all back Juventus for you. It's still saying first half. I will update that. Good one. Nicely pointed out. It's been that long, Grant, since anything has happened that I haven't even thought about changing the overlays. That's how boring this game has been. I can almost guarantee as well that now that I have changed it, something will happen. And speaking of stuff that will happen, Paulo Dybala, Federico Chiesa are now coming on. Surely that is a big sign that Juventus are going to go for this win here. Juventus, well, they have to, don't they? They have to. Massive substitution there. That's a ball whipped in, looking for Dzeko, though, and just a few inches away from Edin Dzeko's toe there, just a few inches away. Perisic whips it back in, looking for Dzeko again. Dzeko gets in the way, though, of Barea. Falls to Damian, back into Dzeko. Oh my gosh, if Dzeko's touch is better in there, that could have been a goal for Inter Milan. But unfortunately, his touch was just slightly too poor. And so close. Come on, Chiesa, let's go. And Dybala, hopefully a bit of creativity. That's what they need. The magic players are coming on. They do need some creativity, Juventus. They've looked flat all game. Morata just doesn't look like he's capable of really scoring in this game. Is it the 70th minute? It is 65 minutes been played. Grant, 65 minutes that have been played. Damian looks to whip that one in. Still not impressed by Damian's haircut, but it is cleared out there by Weston McKennie. Here's Lautaro Martinez. Finds Nico Barea. Barea goes to De Vrij. De Vrij into Bastoni. Bastoni slips. Can he regain the ball? No. Bentancur whips it back. That's a lovely ball looking down the channel for Dybala, but he's just overhit that, and De Vrij is able to come across. Give Sam a piece of quiet from the waffle with that timeout. Exactly. And Oliver is here as well. Juventus are missing Ronaldo. That is exactly what I said right at the beginning of this. The 2 games I've seen Juventus play, 3 games. Against Chelsea, they scored 1 goal, and it was directly from kickoff because Chelsea switched off. And then the whole rest of the game didn't look like scoring. In the game against Roma, last week, didn't look like scoring at all. They got a goal, but they didn't look like scoring at all. Today, haven't looked like scoring whatsoever. And Grant isn't happy about Man United result. Wow. What a day. Bonucci looked long there for Federico Chiesa, and it's just been intercepted by Perisic. Really impressed with Perisic's defensive capabilities here. He knows what he's doing. I'm quite surprised. I wasn't so convinced when I saw him playing at left wing back, but he knows what he's doing, and he's probably a bit better defensively than Marcos Alonso, dare I say. Grant's put breaking news. Bentancur into McKennie, has Sandro wider. Sandro, is he going to get a cross in? No. Has to come back to Chiellini, who tries to whip it in, but there's no bodies in the box there. They tried to whip it in there, and everyone was stood at the front post. That's been the problem with Juventus. They're getting no bodies in the box. They're all swarming the ball. They're all coming too close. They're not giving enough options. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been sacked. Is that true? I've seen that 3 times now. Dybala rolls it into McKennie. Oh, he's just overhit that pass. Overhit that pass. And Weston McKennie can't get on it. But here's Alexandro. Alexandro shoots. And it's gone wide. Couple of yards wide there. I can't see anything about it being about him being sacked. So getting sacked in the morning, probably. I'm sure there'll be deep discussions going on, because that must be embarrassing. Perisic looks to flick it towards Dzeko, defended nicely again by Chiellini, who's been a little bit of a monster at the back here, keeping Dzeko quiet, other than that one switch off. Biggest day in football I've seen, and I've been a fan since 2015. There was Liverpool United derby, d'Italia, El Clasico, New Firm, Marseille, Paris. Yeah, massive games tonight. And, all day, really. All day. Absolutely massive games. Here is Federico Chiesa into... why does my screen keep flickering off? I don't know what's going on with my screen at the moment. Here's Dybala into Bentancur. Into Danilo. Back into Bentancur. Juventus, you're going to have to be a bit faster. Move the ball a bit faster if you want to score, lads. Because this is very, very easy at the moment. Very easy. So easy for Juventus at the moment. Ball locked forward there. But that's a lovely touch from Bentancur. Bentancur into Chiesa. Chiesa, he pulled it back, and there's no one in the box again. There's no one in the box, but here's Bentancur. Rolls it into Dybala. Blocked. Dybala. Is that a free kick? No, says the referee. That's a little bit of life, though, and that's come from a lovely touch from Bentancur. It's Federico Chiesa. That is a foul. That is a foul in a promising position. But this is the problem. This is the problem down to a T for Juventus tonight. There's no people in the box. Chiesa has done really well. Gets himself to the byline, literally just outside the 6-yard box, goes to roll it back. Where's Dybala? Where's Morata? There's no one there. There is no one there. And it's easy for Inter Milan to defend. And Ivan Perisic is, he's given away a foul now, but that was at the third attempt of getting the ball. But Juve do have a free kick in a very, very promising position. A very promising position. And Dybala is going to be the man who is over this. Only one man in the wall. It's about 20 yards out as well. So only one man in the wall. I'm quite surprised. Dybala. Oh my gosh. Handanovic. Why has he punched that? It's cleared by the Inter defenders, but the ball has dropped right in front of Handanovic. He could have just grabbed it, but he didn't. He just dropped on it. Oh, I don't know why he's done that. I don't know why he's done that. He's got away with one there. Chiellini's not sat on his backside. I think he scores. I do think he scores. Some more substitutions being made. A forgotten man here. Alexis Sanchez is coming on for Lautaro Martinez. Admittedly, Lautaro Martinez has been a bit of a forgotten man in this game. And the other one is Dumfries for Perisic. So, couple of substitutions. Pretty much like for like, really. Pretty much like for like. Chewy Suarez says, Salah has been better for Liverpool than Suarez. I agree. Because he's done it for more years. I think that one season of Suarez was probably better than Salah's best season, but I think overall, that's all you can say. Oh, Chiellini was going for an overhead kick there, and that's fallen out of the box. Oh, and Chiellini just couldn't guide that goalwards. Could not guide that goalwards. It was a shot driven in by, I believe, Paulo Dybala from the edge of the box. And Chiellini gets himself back onto his feet after being fouled and tries to poke the ball forward. Just goes underneath his foot. Might have been offside in the first place. What's your score for next weekend at Newcastle? I'm going with 3-1 to Chelsea, and I'm calling that right now. I don't think too much can change in a week's time, but I'd be happy to be proved wrong. Do you think Juve still miss Cristiano Ronaldo? Oh, absolutely, Batman. Absolutely. If you look at today's game, there's just no one in the box, and that's where Ronaldo is all the time. Dzeko, good touch, finds Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez, little bit of room to move here, wiggling, trying to wriggle free of the defenders. Lovely play there from Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez looks a bit of a dodgy cross, but still finds Dumfries. Dumfries headers it across. Intercepted and read by Chiellini, and Chiellini's going to hoof it away at the second opportunity. But yeah, Batman, I do think they miss Cristiano Ronaldo. I think their play is very much centered around having that main goal threat, and Morata just doesn't play like Cristiano Ronaldo. He doesn't find the space naturally. It doesn't come to him naturally, and he doesn't quite have the goal scoring either. Doesn't quite have the goal scoring. Obviously, than Cristiano Ronaldo, but he doesn't have that keen eye, and that is part of the problem with Juve tonight. They've not had that keen eye. We're 74 minutes in here. Is the game on TV tonight? It is. It's on BT Sport. This one is. It is on BT Sport. Chewy says, legend says Messi left Barcelona to get off Braithwaite's shadow. That's what I heard as well, actually. That's what I heard. That's also what I heard about Josh as well. Josh also left the channel to get out of my shadow. What I heard. I mean, that I've heard that down the grapevine, so don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Here's Bentancur into Morata. Here's Chiesa. Chiesa looks to whip one in. McKennie making a late run into the box, but it's just gone too far. It's gone all the way through to Alexandro. Sandro into Locatelli. Locatelli, poor decision there, and read by Barella. And here go. You've Inter Milan on the attack with Alexis Sanchez, but Chiesa is working hard to get back there. And Chiesa has fouled Alexis Sanchez, but the referees played advantage. But Inter couldn't really do anything with that. Chiesa with some good tracking back, actually. Some very good tracking back. Alexis Sanchez is still appealing for the foul. Messi and Suarez left as they never knew they could live up to goat weight in Dion. Exactly. Juventus have finished like Barcelona. I wouldn't say they're finished, but looking at that clearance from Danilo, maybe I'd be wrong. He's just hoofed it out of play for no reason. I wouldn't say they're finished. I think they've got a lot more talent. They're only missing one player at the end of the day. I think it's just because they've built their team around Ronaldo, expecting him to be here for a little while longer, and didn't really think about the future. And obviously, they've not been able to replace him yet. To be fair, Braithwaite has been really good this season, but sadly he got injured. Oh, that's a shame. Damian, who's gone out to this left-hand side now that Dumfries has come on and Perisic has gone off. We have seen Damian play quite a lot for Manchester United on both the left and the right-hand side. He's very capable of doing both. Still find it strange how Damian couldn't get into this Man United team, but then starts for Inter Milan and does really well. Don't understand it. But guess it's what different managers want, isn't it? Depends on what managers want to play and stuff like that. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. If you could do that on both channels, that would be even better as well. We're trying to push up to that sub goal for me of 430 subscribers. It's been a little while trying to get myself away from 407. I seem to be looming around that all the time. But if you could do me the honours and try and get me a little bit further away from 407 so there's no drastic changes again. Chiellini, lovely ball into the feet of Morata. Sandro loves to put a ball in, looking for Locatelli. Locatelli's definitely fouled him in the box there. Yes, referee gives away a foul The ref doesn't give away a foul. The ref points for the foul. And yeah, definitely a foul on Bastoni there. He's tried to use his body, but not done it very well at all there, Locatelli, and he's just brought down Bastoni. Unfortunately, fortunately for Locatelli, he was never really going to score from it in that sense, but let's see. How many subscribers are we on? We're on 419. So if we could get one more person to subscribe to the Redgate-Large channel, that would be absolutely brilliant. Get me up to 420. Yeah, get me up to 420. Chewy, you could be the man to be my 420th subscriber. That goes down as a legend, in my opinion. 420th subscriber. That could go down as a legend. Don't miss out on it. If you haven't already as well, if you are watching on my channel, go over to A View from the Stands and subscribe to Josh as well. If Inter Milan finds new ownership, Juventus are going to struggle so much. Yeah, I totally agree. Juventus are struggling so far this season as well. They'll be down in 8th place. 8th place if they can't get a point tonight. They were 7th before the game kicked off. But now they are in, they were 7th before the game week kicked off, but then they would be in 8th. Talking about Suarez, he's just scored, actually. Nice. I have already subscribed. I did that 10 minutes ago. Oh, no, we're going to have to find someone. Chewy, man. Chewy. You could have been the 420th, but thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Oh, my gosh. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. We're going to have to wait. It's got to be someone legendary, hasn't it, to be the 420th. 78 minutes on the clock here. As you can tell by the fact I'm not really talking about the football. Not a lot is really happening. Very midfield-based play. And Alexis Sanchez, man, needs to focus on actually, playing the game. Because he brought the ball down there. It was dodgy. Then the player pulled him back.
Here's something I found on the web. According to nightdailynews.com, when things do go wrong, when you don't make the right read, when you miss a ball, there has to be that mental focus and toughness to move on to the next play, Sanchez said.
Okay, Alexa, that was weird. But thank you for that. What just happened? Where did it? What just happened? Oh God, I don't even know what she was on about. What on earth was she on about? That was a ball lob forward though for Bentancur. Are you going to stream the Tottenham versus Man United game? When is that? Oh my gosh, he's flapped it there, Handanovic, and Morata's given away a foul. Is anyone else just laughing at what just happened there? Does anyone even know what I said there to promote that, to like start talking to me? What on earth? What on earth? Alexa's got a mind of her own. Oh, 80 minutes on the clock, ladies and gents. Yeah, Batman, when is Tottenham versus Manchester United? Did anyone else watch Copenhagen versus Brøndby? No, I haven't. I haven't watched that. Bit like FIFA, mind of its own. Exactly. Well, that was weird. That'll definitely go into a highlights reel. That was honestly totally... That's thrown me off, that. As Alexa's got into my head. She's got into my head. Absolutely rattled me. Saturday the 30th. Is that next Saturday? Then probably. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Make sure you've got your notifications on, Batman, and you'll see everything as I go live. Chiellini here. Nicks the ball, drives into a little bit of space, drops it to Weston McKennie. Still 9 minutes for Juventus to get a goal, but I'm not overly optimistic for Juventus to get a goal. They've not been great. They're starting to commit a few more bodies forward, though, now. Here's Alexandro on this left-hand side. Sandro into Chiellini. Chiellini goes back to Locatelli. Locatelli into Bonucci. Bonucci finds McKennie. Lovely play. McKennie, lovely turn. Oh, blocks, though. And Inter might be able to go the other way with Alexis Sanchez. Shame Alexis Sanchez is just so bothered about winning fouls all the time. And he's flopped on the floor again like a fish. Here's Morata. Morata with a bit of space to move into. Morata goes to the feet of Dybala. Dybala into Alexandro. Sandro, is he going to try and get a ball whipped in here? He is this time being marked closely by Sanchez, but poor from Alexandro there. Dodgy touch. Sanchez was marking him. Definitely poor. He's hiding behind the sofa. I'll tell Erin you cheated. For God's sake, Oliver. For God's sake. Juventus are going to make, another sub here? Another 2 subs? Let's have a look. We've got Artur coming on, who will be the first sub, and Weston McKennie is going to come off, and Locatelli is also coming off for Jorge, is what I'm going to say the name is. It's either that or George, but I don't have the commentary on because I couldn't get my sound to work on my TV, because my TV's, my monitor, should I say, if anyone is watching, it is a monitor. I just call it a TV. That'll make more sense to people if they saw the letter I have on the side. But anyway... the monitor for some reason just won't turn itself down, so I'm stuck with it at 1 volume, so I just had to turn off the sound entirely. Here's Dzeko. There's so much room for Inter Milan here, so much room, and he's gone and done that, and he's picked out Alexandro with his pass. Like, what on earth? Oh, good bit of play from Dybala there to bring the ball down. But then Bentancur just wasn't switched on enough, and Matteo Darmian's easily able to pick up the ball and intercept. Really, really difficult game for Juventus to get into. Inter haven't been great, though. Inter haven't been fantastic. Thanks for making it more fun watching the while somebody is watching it with me. My friends only watch English football. Well, here we are. I'm watching some Serie A. So thank you for coming in, Joey. I really appreciate it. So that kind of sucks. That's a shame. But I'm here to watch a little bit of Serie A football. I'm going to try and do like 1 Serie A football game as well. Game been boring, but chat been good. Exactly. That's what we need when the game's been boring. Because Juventus, again, poor ball from Chiellini. Like, the final third passes tonight have been awful. Truly awful. And Inter Milan, like, there's not really been any big talking points, have there? Like, there just hasn't. Like, the goal that went in, I thought, oh, maybe this will spark a little bit of life. But it hasn't. It hasn't at all. And it's been one of the most dull games in the world. Dybala trying to make something here. Rolls it into Bentancur, sorry. Locatelli's just gone off, hasn't he? Here's Alexandro. Goes back to Bentancur. Bentancur will pick out Dybala. Lovely ball into the feet of Morata. Morata's claiming a penalty there for a foul on someone else. And the defender there, I can't even see if the defender was there, but here goes Barella. Barella coming up the other way, but Dzeko slowed the play down again. There's no blooming urgency in this stupid game. And Barella's now got cramps, so they've kicked the ball out. For God's sake. Ooh. A potential foul from Dumfries there. Potentially a foul from Dumfries there on Rafael Jorge, whatever you want to call him. Pick two players who would leave Juventus if they don't make it to the Champions League. Dybala, that would be the first one, absolutely, and Chiesa, because number one, Chiesa will go back to his loan if he doesn't want to stay there, because he's technically still on loan if he can leave. We are on checking a possible penalty here for that foul from Dumfries. We are checking that. VAR is checking it. I did think that it might be, and he's going to the screen. We might have a drama, ladies and gents. We might have a drama. Come on. We might have some drama. Chewy, don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Honestly, I want both teams to lose. Don't give up hope. You might have a penalty here, and Juventus might be able to win you your 110 quid. Just watching it over again. Oh, is that enough contact? I mean, we have seen it before. People getting, who was it? Like Robertson, whose leg was kicked. I'm not sure that's enough contact. And it's whether it's in the box. I mean, Dumfries is when he kicks him, Dumfries is definitely in the box. The feet is over the line. What is he going to give here? What is he going to give? He's given a penalty. He is given a penalty. Juventus have the penalty from that foul from Dumfries. And we finally got the drama. Yes, it is a pen, Alfie. It is a pen. It is a pen. And, oh my gosh, there's a red card coming out as well. There's a red card coming out as well. Who is the red card coming out for here? Who is the red card coming out for? He sent off one of the coaches. I think he sent off one of the managers there for gobbing off at him. There has been a red card as well, but I think it is one of the coaches, so it's not on the pitch. It is a penalty. It is a penalty. They're going to miss. Oh, it's so close. I mean, Dumfries is in the box, but where the feet connect is just literally on the line. It is clumsy, though, from Dumfries. It is clumsy from Dumfries, and he's just kicked the leg of Alexandro. I'm not surprised. We have seen it before. We have seen it before. Those types of penalties given, and I think is it Allegri? I can't see who it is who's been sent off. No, it's Inzaghi, I believe, who's been sent off. And Dybala has the opportunity to make it 1-1 after an absolutely shambolic game from Juventus. He has the opportunity to make it 1-1 in the 88th minute of play. It's Dybala against Samir Handanovic. Dybala scores calmly into the bottom left-hand corner. And Dybala has come on and got himself a goal. Back amongst the goals. Back amongst the goals. Back on the team. Back amongst the goals. And Chewy's excited. Could his 110 quid be on for him? Could it be on for him? Let's see. Let's see. We've got a few minutes left. Of course, we'll have some stoppage time at the end of this regular time. It looks like such a light penalty, but Juventus won't be complaining. Dybala's tucked it in nicely in the 89th minute, and it is It is Juventus 1, Dybala 1. No, Juventus 1, Inter Milan 1. And there is the confirmation. Let me just update this one at the bottom as well. And Inter Milan have made another sub, but I've not seen who that is who's just come on. So we'll have a look at that in a second for you. And in a game which has really been dominated by, well, people being bad, we've now ended up with 2 goals and potentially a hot finish here. It could be a really, really fast finish here. It might be. I also might be jinxing it. So who knows? Who knows? We've got, 1 minute of normal time left. Not even that. We've got a few seconds left of normal time here. I'm just updating the overlay at the top for you, ladies and gents. And we've got 5 minutes of added time at the end of the game. And then hopefully the world's most boring game will finally be over. Where have I put that one? There we are. There we are. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. There we are. Updated. Your TV survives. Yeah, it's just about survived. Haha. Let's go. Never thought I would celebrate a Juve goal. No, me neither. I was just celebrating just because something's finally happened in this game. But it is Inter Milan 1, Juventus 1, Dybala and Dzeko. D&D, Dungeons and Dragons are the people. Why did I say that? The people who got the goals. Artur, though, has nicked that, but well read by Matteo Darmian after the ball had been nicked. Have they given away a foul again there? And Dybala with a lovely little nutmeg, actually. But shame it didn't count. We've got 4 minutes left of added time at the end of the game. 4 minutes left. Chewy. If my dad heard me celebrate that, I would have got the belt. Here's Brozovic looks to loft it over towards Dumfries. Is that going to fall for anyone? No, it's just behind Alexis Sanchez, and Darmian can't get onto it. Bastoni looks for the header forward, but Brozovic with a poor touch. Here's Dybala. Dybala goes back to Artur. Dybala has definitely made an impact since he's come on. He's been good on the ball, and everything seems to be going through Dybala at the moment. Hopefully Juventus will play this like this against Chelsea. Hopefully so. They've been really, really bad, but they've looked better with Dybala on the field. They look like they have a reason to play and a reason to live in this game, thanks to Dybala. But other than that, it's been sloppy. It's been slow. It's not been very good. Here's Alexandro. Goes back to Chiellini. Are they going to get themselves one more opportunity? They seem very, very comfortable and happy just to play the ball around the back, unfortunately, and it's not great. Lofted ball looking forward. Can Chewy get his 110 quid? That is the question. I will celebrate it like we've won the World Cup if Chewy wins his 110 quid. I am telling you right now. Here's Dumfries. Loops one forward, looking for Dzeko. Read again by Chiellini. It's been a mountain at the back all game. Artur into Dybala. Dybala wins another foul again. That is what Dybala can do. He's just winning fouls left, right, and centre. Now they can get the big boys up from the back, and they can put some pressure on this Inter Milan goal. Hopefully the free kick is a little bit better. That is what Dybala offers, though. He's so good on the ball. He keeps it so close to him, and he makes it difficult for people to defend against him. And he's done that all night long so far. Well, since he's been on, all night long. But no one else has been able to do anything. It's been poor from everyone else on the pitch so far. And a disappointing game. Well, they've taken it short into Federico Chiesa. Chiesa looks to loft one in, and that's gone all the way over the top, and well shouted there by Handanovic to tell Dumfries to leave that to go out. And it has gone out for an Inter Milan goal kick. I don't know if Inter Milan will be in a rush here. They might just be happy with the point from Juventus. But they've taken the goal kick short, which is a little bit risky at this late stage in the game. And Morata nearly won that from the clearance from Samir Handanovic. I keep saying I'm nervous when he gets the ball. And, I definitely was there. Chiellini finds the feet of Artur into Alexandro. Lovely bit of play there to find Danilo finds Chiesa. Chiesa tries to go around Darmian, but defended nicely. Darmian adamant that was a Inter Milan throw-in, and the throw-in, though, ends up going into the hands of Samir Handanovic anyway. But here you go, Inter Milan. Inter Milan might be able to get themselves a winner here. 94 minutes. Is this the opportunity? Oh, no, definitely not, because Dzeko can't even get past Danilo. And Curly's put, hey Sam, I'm slightly late to the stream, lol. Yeah, we've got like a minute left, if that, Curly. You are perfectly placed at the right time. Hope you're doing well though, mate. Hope you are doing well. It's going to be a long throw-in from Matteo Darmian. Darmian wasn't even that long. Falls out to the edge of the box towards Brozovic, and that is it. I do believe that is it. Full time. Inter Milan 1, Juventus 1 in what was honestly one of the most bland games. Sorry, Chewy. Sorry, I can't bring you good news that Dybala scored a hat-trick and ended up winning. But what a boring game. What a boring game. So thank you for you guys who have stuck with me throughout this slow game. I was hoping that to be a much better game in terms of the football itself, but just was a bit slow. I think what we can say, and it is that they are missing, definitely missing Cristiano Ronaldo. They don't have that focal point, the player they like to go through. We saw it a little bit more, didn't we, when Dybala came on? He was involved in the play a bit more, and the play was taken away. But Morata doesn't really have that ability to bring the ball down like a Dybala or a Ronaldo and play with the ball at his feet, and that is the problem with Juventus at the moment. As for Inter Milan, a little bit hard done by to give away that penalty, but you've seen him given before in the Premier League. You'll see him given again, and it was clumsy. It was clumsy from Dumfries, and that's resulted in the penalty. And of course, they got their goal nice and early on, but we didn't really see anything from either of them at all. We didn't really see too much from Inter Milan or Juventus tonight. Not the best games for either team. But, guys, it is nearly 10 o'clock. And as you can tell by my face, I'm absolutely shattered. So what I'm going to have to say is this Batman's just hit the nail on the head about this game. This game would have been different if it was Inter Milan from last season. If it was both teams from last season, that would have been one of the best games we've ever seen. But unfortunately, it wasn't. They probably wouldn't replace him with an older player because that's the same reason. Because for some reason that's a thing now. Yeah, I mean, you need some, don't you? You need some talent in your team. But that doesn't really do anything for the table. Juventus have moved back into 6th. They were 8th at the beginning of play, but they've moved themselves back up. I think they've leapfrogged one place into 6th, and Inter Milan remain in 3rd. But guys, I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm absolutely shattered. Thank you to you guys who have joined and those who have subscribed to my channel, and those for liking and subscribing to Josh's channel as well. Like I say, make sure you've got your notifications on for both pages, because over the next week, myself, Farhan, we're going to try and keep Josh's channel up to date as possible, so you guys keep getting some content coming through. That is the intention for this week. Obviously, with Josh being on holiday, we don't want you guys to go without. So if you do enjoy these types of things, make sure you've smashed the like button, hit subscribe, and most importantly, guys, we will see you on the next video. So most importantly, stay safe. Cheers.